Hello, sisters. We are in our very last full moon event for 2022, and it is officially December 6th. December has started. Christmas is around the corner. We're at the end of the year. Everything is starting to slowly come together. And tonight is I opened this up. It's our first time opening this up to family members. So tonight is the first time that we've allowed even men to be a part of this, as well as all ages. We've allowed children here before, but this time around, we can also have anyone over. Now, I don't know if any of you brought anyone. It is our first time. So I'm hoping we can do this again next year with a little bit more preparation so that we can have our family and friends and we can get to meet each other's families and so on and so forth. I think it would be nice that once a year, during family time, we get our family together and we get to hang out with them and with our sisters at the exact same time. And our family would get to know and see what sisterhood is like, as well as experience each other and who we end up spending time with once, maybe twice, or even sometimes more than that a month. So, opening up the circle first off to see how everybody's day has been, anything that needs to be released. I know for me, it's been a crazy day, and I know throughout sisterhood, I tend to, even if I have low energy, I tend to get more energy throughout the sisterhood to the point that at the end of the night, I'll be jumping off walls and I'm super up and I want to tell Yusuf about everything that has happened in the sisterhood and so on and so forth. So opening up the circle to anyone that would like to share and release their day, release since the last time that we've seen each other. And if you have any family members that have been invited, I don't know if Rick has come. Hi, Daddy. Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, we have another question. Hold on, can I take off my board? Yay! So Yusuf is here. This is my husband. Yusuf, you want to do a little introduction to start it off?
Sure. Now that I'm on the spot, hi everyone. Since you're family with Jaslyn, family with me, and if she loves you, I love you. I've seen this girl grow since the first red tent. I remember she would come home so excited because she was gonna have a red tent gathering. I'm like, what is that? And she said, this is when all the women get together on the full moon and the new moon. And back in the day, they would bleed together. And I was like, okay, well, I forgot women bled. And after some time, I realized that I think it's beautiful that women get together. And the fact that you do this every single month, I think is really cool. So I've seen her on the outside and now I'm on the inside. And hi, Connie. How you doing? Hi. Is that your real last name, by the way?
Yes.
That is a cool last name. I'm just saying. Who else? Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Hi. Miss Rose. That's a cool last name too. Aslan? How you
That's
say it?
Lisette. That's Lisette.
That's the Seth?
Yeah, Aislinn Wolf is Lisette. That's her spiritual name.
Oh, we got the dog in the house. Hey, Claudia. Hi, Nelson. The little doggy. He just had kids. Way to go,
Not
buddy.
yet, not yet,
Way to
right?
go. Almost. At some point. Oh, hello. Hello. I know you. Huh? All right. Well, hi everyone. So yes, that's me. My name is Yusuf Arzita. I am her hubby. We have been married for a year and months. I can't say she probably knows
3 months.
the hour and the day. But yes, I am a human on planet Earth. Actually, I'm more than that. I'm a soul and a spirit. And I am God, and so are you. And that's what I believe. So we are all one. That's kind of my philosophy, the law of one. So it goes hand in hand with what you ladies talk about with spirituality and all that stuff. So yeah, I could go on forever, but I'll bring Jaslyn back. Thank you.
Thanks. So that's my hubby, in case anyone hasn't met him yet. And I see that Claudia has her hubby with him. Would you like to do a little introduction?
So this is my husband, Nelson Martin, and Jaslyn's father, and Joseph, father-in-law, and the grandfather of this one right here. No, yeah, the grandfather of this one right here. And then we're gonna get great grandkids soon from the puppies.
For your puppy. Not from Jasmine, not from Jasmine and you.
No for my kids either. So, we're the blended family, expanded blended family. And this is the one that's
Hi,
pregnant.
Emily. I see you.
Oh, the other doggy.
Sorry, girl.
Oh, the other doggy. That's the girl, right?
Yes.
Nadia, what kind
Oh,
of
they were
like
getting it. Way to go, you two. Way to spread the love. Yeah, adorable.
Can't wait to see
She's
the
a
puppy.
Morkie. She's a Morkie.
a Morkie? I knew
Yes.
it.
Maltese with a Yorkie. She's
Okay.
heavy.
That's a
Yeah.
Maltese and a Yorkie, right? A Morkie.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the puppies look like.
I
How
know.
many, how many puppies is she having?
Two.
Just two?
Yeah, just two. Thank goodness. Whew.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little too big for her, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
These are gonna be, but he's going crazy right now. Like every day he has to get attention from all of us. So if no, he starts screaming at you.
He's so
But
cute.
Starts
What is
screaming.
he?
And I think he's excited
He's
about
a
the red tent and
Pomsky.
the moon, the full moon.
He's a pumpkin.
I like that you're in the red tent, Nieves.
Yes.
So I told you.
I don't know if everyone's had the opportunity to see Claudia Nieves's red tent, but she created a red tent in her house.
Mm.
Oh, snap.
Ali has been here. Ali, Trish, Jess Taker, Cloud, you, Jocelyn, you've been here. Your mom has been here. She slept here because this is like a day bed. So this is Marlu's bed when she comes here.
Oh
Yay.
my gosh, that's funny.
And Ellie. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. Emily, would you like to say hi to everyone that hasn't met you?
Hi.
This is Marty. This is Trisha's dog.
One of her dogs.
One of her dogs. One of her dogs. He's a Maltese. He's a tiny one.
Yeah, he's really cute. And I love how he normally used to hang out on my shoulders when I met him. He would just be right here.
Oh, yeah, Marty. Marty. Hey, buddy. You remember me, right? I used to hold you like a little baby. I love you, Marty. Marty and I go way back. We're from before other lifetimes. Back when he was like first density and early second density. We go back. That is my dude. My bro. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. I love you, Marty. You're so cute. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, if this was a human, he would be the sweetest little human.
No.
He wouldn't hurt a fly. Yes. He is so sweet.
They're all very sweet. They all are.
They
He's
all have
like,
their own personality for sure.
He's what?
she treats him like a little baby. Like
They
she holds
do.
him as a little baby. Look at her.
No.
So
So
lucky.
Hopefully the puppies look something like that. Or the Morky and Pomsky mix. We'll see how that comes out. All right, anybody else? Anybody else that wants to introduce anyone? This would be your moment. I think we're good. Checking in. Emily, if you want to join us, we're doing drawing tonight. We're doing a drawing personality test, and then we're starting to draw our vision board and get ideas for it for 2023. Just saying, if you wanted to, no pressure. But you're always welcomed and loved. Okay. So to start the night, anyone that doesn't have paper, papel, Claudia, I don't know if I see you with paper and pencil or pen or anything like that. Thank you, Connie. But tonight is definitely going to be mainly a drawing night to accept our inner child and be able to draw that out. And also I wanted to do something that if we had any kids come in, that they can come and do this too. So 2-in-1 win. And yeah, so you heard the two things we're doing. We're doing a personality test, which if you, has anyone ever heard of the house person personality test? You draw a house, a tree, and a person on a piece of paper. And then I have a little YouTube video planned out for afterwards that will kind of see and analyze our own drawing. And then we can take pictures, put them in the Signal chat so that everybody can see, and then we can kind of see where we are in our life right now. So it'll be a nice, cute little test for ourselves to learn where we are in life. And then from there, then we're going to be doing the vision board practice. So we do a little thing of checking in with ourselves, what we're drawing analytically, and don't like get too much in your heads, ladies. Okay. This is your moment to let go of the masculine energy, even for the men. Okay. Let go of the masculine energy and tap into your feminine energy. You joined a red tent, you're here. So practice letting go and like, okay, I'm drawing a house, and just draw a house in whatever way fits. And you're going to have 20 minutes. Okay. I'll check in around 10 minutes, see how everyone's doing. If I can get in 15 minutes maybe, and then we'll do a final check-in on 20 minutes and see if everyone is complete by 10, 15, and 20. Okay. So we'll do a quick check-in, but I want you to have fun. 20 minutes to draw a house, a tree, and a person. What can you do with that? Okay. And you have a whole piece of paper, so you could draw anything else you want throughout it, but you have to draw minimum house, tree, and person. Cool. Any questions on the personality test drawing assignment? No? Anyone excited to see what it's going to come out to be? Cool. So I'm going to put on our holiday playlist, which technically it's officially the holidays. So this is going to be a mix of, if you girls like the playlist, if you have anything that you'd like to add to the playlist, by the way, feel free to send it to me on Signal or to Claudia Passetti. We both have access as collaborators to it. And then we can also play it for our December 13th holiday party, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And I have some Ruby Chase in there so that you girls can get familiar with her music, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. The clock is upticking. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming on camera. Hi, Mate. Oh, that was quick.
He was on
Mateo.
the phone with his friend. Go ahead. Mate, come and
Hey,
say
I
hello.
want to say hi to you, Mateo.
Mate,
Mateo.
Mate,
Jasmine.
say hello.
Mateo. Air hug. Mateo,
It's
air hug.
Quick.
Chasing Blizzard
Virtual
around.
hug. Virtual hug. Say it, Joseph.
It's
Dog.
He's just being his dogs
The
running
man
around.
on a mission.
That was awesome. All righties. The clock shall begin. It's 7:19, so we'll pretend it's 7:20, and so we'll come back at 7:40 with our stuff. If you finish earlier, just feel free to put it in the chat. If everybody finishes earlier, that's perfectly fine. We'll move on. Okay. But test yourself. What can you do in 20 minutes?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Quick question. House, tree, and what was the third one?
House, tree, and person.
Oh, and person. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So
Thank you.
those are the three things you have to draw. If you draw anything else, it's up to you. Okay, so Yusuf's asking a bunch of questions, so I thought I would put it back. So he's saying, do I start with the house? Do I start with the tree? Do I start with the person? You start with whatever you want. We're gonna just, as long as you draw all three in 20 minutes, you're good to go. It doesn't matter what you start with, what you end with. Doesn't matter what else you do.
Okay.
It's gonna be an analysis for the house, the person, and the tree at the end of the day.
So if they're all stick figures, is that okay?
If they're all stick figures, that is totally up to you, but you have 20 minutes with this piece of paper to do whatever you,
Okay.
as long as you draw those three things. Okay, cool. Check-in complete.
I will climb into your ocean, I will sail into your shore, I will breathe in your magnificence and never ask for more. I will be as I am written, courage on every page. I will carve this life with every breath, a sage of the age. I will turn up the fountain and fill this world with bliss. I will sing a song of joyful love and merge into your kiss. And I will stumble into beauty, recognizing that it's me. I will open up my heart and surrender unto thee. will dive into each moment because I'll die as I was born. I will walk at peace, at ease and grace, and flow with the unknown. I will find the gift in everything, perfection in every way. I will bow at the altar of this and every day. I can't promise not to feel some fear or to always understand, but I'll be the change I wish to see. I will hold every hand, and I am tangled up in beauty. I see clearly that it's me. I have opened up my heart and surrendered unto thee. I am the child, I am the mother, I am your bride and your lover. I am everything, great and small. I am the one, I am it all. I am the child, I am the mother, I am your bride and your lover. I am everything, great and small. I am the one, I am it all. I am the light of love. 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 I am the light of love.
Believe it or not, it's been 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes through.
magic maker. I am a believer in peace on earth. The choice is mine now. Where do these feet lead me? What is the lesson in this? Are my angels with me? Am I listening? I am listening. I am listening. I slow down to hear them. I breathe into Anahata green spiral heart chakra center of my chest. This moment, followed by the next, followed by the next. I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am present, I am here. I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am present, I am here. I am a sacred sister, a magic maker. I am a believer in peace on earth. I am a sacred sister, a magic maker. I am a believer in peace on earth. Sweet sister, share your medicine. Sweet sister, share your soul. Sweet sister, share your medicine. Sweet sister, share your soul. Sweet sister, share your medicine. Sweet sister, share your soul. Sweet sister, share your medicine. Sweet sister, you are whole. We are activators, illuminators. Sister, share your soul. We are stimulators, medicine makers. Sisters, we are whole. Sisters, we are whole. Sisters, we are whole. We are powerful, we are beautiful, we are present, we are here. We are powerful, we are beautiful, we are present, we are here. We are powerful, we are beautiful, we are present, we are here. We are here, we are here, we are here, we are. We are sacred sisters, magic makers. We are all believers in peace on earth. We are sacred sisters, magic makers. We are all believers in peace on earth.
We have 5 more minutes. How we doing? Good? All right. You get to get some water for your wifey or something. Check in. Yeah, I'm messing with you because you said you're done. Check in. Wifey good? Wifey don't need anything?
This universe is beyond measure. Being a woman is all my pleasure. My cycle is honored and set this is a miracle. In the symphony, I sing my praises to this oneness. Yes, oh. In this harmony, I give my thanks for being blessed, for being blessed. My songs are given by the Most High. My lessons are bigger than I realized. My evolution is progressive, and my generation is making a difference. My relationship with God is sacred. My life is as holy as life itself. My essence is of the truest nature. And my story has no beginning or an end. Oh, and in the symphony, I sing my praises to this oneness. Yes, oh. And in this harmony, I give my thanks, I give my thanks, yes. And in the symphony, I sing my praises to this oneness. And in this harmony, I give my thanks, I give my thanks, I give my thanks for being blessed. Just got to be the light. Just got to be in love. Just got to be the light. Just got to be in love. Just got to be the light. Just got to be in love. Just got to be the light. Just got to be in love. Just got to be in light. Just got to be in love. Just got to be in light. If we want to survive.
If you're done, feel free to take a picture,
Just got to be in love.
send it to Signal Chat.
To be in
You can all enjoy.
If we want to survive. Just got to be.
I'm gonna say that again without the music. If you're done, feel free to send a picture. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to the Signal Chats. Everybody can see your drawings. Yay. All right, it's official. It's been 20 minutes. Good enough amount of time. Anybody like, no, I need 40 more minutes. Anybody? No. Just checking. All right, and I'll be the first person to show off. Here's my drawing. Okay, so this is, I decided to draw my tree first, and I took over the whole drawing. So I decided to make a tree house over here. And I've always wanted a tree house. I've always wanted a house that connects to a tree house, but I decided in this drawing, my house and my tree house are going to be the same. So I was trying to like imagine this whole thing in my head. So I made it a tree house. So the first one is supposed to be like in my mind, it's supposed to be just like the family area where all of us get together for family stuff and even some bedrooms. And the second one is the fun one. So I drew a person, hold on, is it this way? This one is supposed to be a book, like a library area. And then this little window, if you can see it, has a little person exercising. So that's what that happened. And the very top one, I've always wanted the very top of my house to be glass so that I can see the stars and look out especially even like the top of it. So I know it's gonna be hard to clean. I'll get someone to clean it, no problem. But the whole point is I drew a little telescope in the middle, and I drew a little plant because I'll probably have a whole plant thing up there, but I didn't have enough time to finish drawing my plants. This is my tree. This was supposed to be branches with extra leaves, but it looks more like mushrooms. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. And then this is Yusuf, this is me, and this is Yusuf, and this is our stairs to our house, and we're going up the stairs. That's where I drew my people, as well as this little exercise person. Who's an exercise person? I don't know. I just didn't know what else to draw in the exercise room. And then I love trees that have a hole in the middle, and if I could, I would have drawn an owl. And then I always like my sunsets, so I drew my sun at the very bottom. So my whole drawing is in sunset mode. So that is my drawing. Who would like to go next in sharing? Anybody? Anybody? Don't all come at once.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. But you can see the details in the thing, but okay, I'll gonna explain. So I did the same thing that Jaslyn did. I did the tree first, so it took a lot of space, but I say, okay, so I'm gonna do it in a hill, right? So I did a lot of details on the tree. And then I'm here sitting next to the tree, like putting my back on the tree with a flower in my hand. And then my son is behind me with a bowl that's gonna throw down to Victoria that she's singing down here close to the house. And then Nelson is he's standing here, but he's thinking about going to watch TV. So he's just right. I know, I knew you were going to crack about that. And Victoria's here singing, and it's a friend. And then I have all this bunch of people here. I have a bunch of people. There's a sisterhood and brotherhood right here, all the circles. And here's Marlu and Ellie and Josie. They're all here coming to visit and coming with us. And there's another friend for Victoria because she always has a friend with her. And it's a friend of her. In the house, I don't know if you can see, this is the pool behind the house. This is a little park right here. There's a lake behind here. I have the sun and the moon. And I did a window, the garage, the cars in the driveway. What else I did? And I call this house, what we call it, the Holy Home. Yay. So yeah, I'm complete.
I love it. I love how you drew so many people and flowers, and I love the cars in the thing. And I love that even though like my drawing, you can tell I'm not a drawer. Like it's not like I'm an expert, and like it just feels nice to know I'm not the only one.
I know.
Huh?
Well, I could have
I
do
can
something
type
way nicer, but it's the time, right? But I can draw way better than this. I just have to have a lot of time, but I don't have.
That's true. Yeah. I actually, would you mind if I because I saw I have it on Signal. Can I put your picture up so that everybody can see it on the replay and Mom and Ellie can see themselves in your drawing?
Exactly.
All right. So here you go, girls. This is Nieves' drawing on Signal. So
Yeah, he's looking good.
look, Mom, Ellie, you two are in her drawing. Over here, Josie's even in the drawing, the sisterhood, the brotherhood. She drew the dogs. Did you draw both of the puppies? Both of the puppies. 3 cars. Do you have 2 cars or 3 cars right now?
I have 3 cars right now, yeah.
And the
Yeah,
Aston
two
Martin
cars.
coming soon. The Aston Martin.
The Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Love it. And the lake and that's so cute. I love it. And Sacred Life. Look, you even added some words to it. I love it.
Yeah,
Holy Drive.
yeah.
Holly Drive.
In
That's where
Holly,
you live right now?
Holly Home. No.
That's a home that
That's where
we'd love to go back into. The
Yes.
Holly home. It's beautiful.
Oh,
designed it.
cool.
Created and she had to sell it, and she's been wanting to go back to it. So we will one day.
Aw, that's
Palm
really
Beach
sweet.
Gardens.
I love
Palm
It's like
that.
5
Palm Beach
minutes.
Gardens will be home base.
Yeah, this is like 5 minutes away from here.
Aw,
It's beautiful.
super cute. I love it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So who wants to go next? I love it.
May I share?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hi, Ellie. Hi,
You have a
Marlon.
question?
Welcome. Oh, yeah.
I have a question. Jasmine, I told you I was drawing a panda, but I wanted to know if I could continue on that or if I have to draw something new.
You can draw whatever you want, honey.
Do I have to like draw something new or
Yeah.
can I continue on my panda?
No limits.
No limits
limits.
whatsoever. This is
I like
full,
that.
yeah.
No
What we're doing right now, since you two just walked in, we just finished drawing, we're doing a drawing personality test where we have to draw 3 things on a piece of paper. It's a house, a tree, and a person. And you could be as minimalist or as full extravagant as you would like to, but we gave ourselves 20 minutes to do it. So now you're seeing the results. Love the panda, super cute. All
What, the panda? Who says that?
right. Go ahead, Daddy.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I drew it in pencil, so you won't be able to see much, but I'll explain it. It's a tree, and it's a coconut tree, because I'm into coconuts these days, and it's very abundant. A lot of coconuts on the tree, a lot of coconuts on the ground, a lot of abundance. And then there's a little hole in the middle for hummingbirds, okay, to live there. I know they don't live on coconut trees, but we can pretend. We can, no limits. And then underneath the tree, you know, it's funny because I just drew this from the heart. I wasn't even looking what she was doing. I drew from my heart. And one of those beautiful things that I've loved about being here in Palm Beach Gardens in this beautiful home with my family, my new family, my extended family, everybody's here, is a fireplace. So I got a fire pit, and around it is Bella. It's me with 3 little hairs sticking up, Bear with her long, beautiful hair, Victoria, Coca-Cola, Mateo, and Mommy and Grandma. Okay.
Oh, my mom was in the window too. In my
Mommy's here. I got the 2 doggies, the 2 puppies, and then I got a home. If you can see the home, it's dressed like a heart shape. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a heart with 2 windows and a double door. And in the bottom, it says, welcome, love. All is welcome here. You're welcome here. And then the mat says, our home is your home. And then the little drive-through, right? The little walk-up alley with lots of flowers, a pool. And then I also drew a sun, sunshine, you, smiley face, and a moon. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to, and a pool, of course, and Holly Drive home, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So what this, and then I drew wind. So there's wind, fire, sun, sky, birds. There's birds flying around.
Oh, you did birds?
Yeah, little birdies. You can, yeah, little birdies there.
Yeah, okay.
So that was it. It was around family. And you and Yusuf were in, and then the garage. It's a 3-car garage: Aston Martin, Bentley, and Land Rover. Okay. Anyway, I didn't draw a garage. That wasn't even in my mind. What was in my mind is tribe, soul family, and just love and peace. Quite different than what I've been after for so many years. Thank you.
I love it. And you two didn't see each other's drawings at all? Not
Nope.
even like a second? You saw
Nope.
until the very end? Wow.
Nope.
And you both wrote Holly on there and you both drew like that?
Well,
Look
Oh,
at
no,
the
no,
family
Holly,
vision
we'll
coming
talk
together.
about that a bit. Yes.
She's been subliminally brainwashing me for a few months now. Our
Like
Holly
a-
home.
Like a whole year.
She's putting that in the vortex. Our
Like a-
Holly home. Our
Since
Holly home.
January 15 this year. January 15 this year is being, it's almost a year that been brainwashing.
We're gonna have a guest rooms, a room for mommy, because in this beautiful
No, no,
home,
no,
it's
we're
very limited. It's only 3 bedrooms.
But at
So-
least we're sitting in Marlu's bed.
Marlu's
Marlu-
bed. You and Ellie's bed.
Oh, and then you're an upgrade. You got a really nice foam in the top. Very soft and fluffy, and you can sink and smelt with the mattress. Look, Marlu.
And one of the
Look at
things,
her face.
and then with the last statement, it says, all are welcome here. Love is here. I love you.
Beautiful. Love it. Oh, this is so sweet. I love this. This is awesome. Okay, who's next? Anybody want to go next?
I love Connie. She put her colors and everything. How much time she had
Honey,
to
you've been
do
chosen
it?
by yourself and by your sisters.
Yeah.
Can you take off the blur from your Zoom?
Oh.
When you blur the background? Yeah. Did you send it on the signal chat? Because I can also get it up on the signal chat.
How do I
Yeah, you
remove the
can.
blur?
I love it.
The dog is so cute. Oh my God. This
He's
is
a Wolfie. He's your
so
family.
cute. So cute.
Wolfie.
Wow,
I-
Connie, that's colorful. I love it.
I drew my tree first, and I don't know, I wanted a lot of life in my tree. And then here's a little person with flowers, and there's a rose bush over here and a rose bush here. And then this just had to be a tree there. I don't know why. And then there's my house. But I really fixated on the trees and the flowers, and then the house, and then the person. So
Great,
it's very
beautiful. I love
simplistic.
it. Yeah, I feel like the tree on the other side really brought the
Mhm.
painting together. This is like, you could put this up. Very well done. What did you use, by the way? What
Oh,
kind
I
of material?
used pencil, colored pencil, marker, and Sharpie.
Wow, you went all out. I love it.
I was prepared.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I'm trying to practice. I got this Remarkable for my birthday. I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it's an e-tablet and you can draw on it. So that's what I've been practicing on it. It only has black and white. If it had color, I would have definitely gone color. All right, who's next? Lisette, I saw you. Maybe you can like.
Okay. Don't laugh. My drawing is about as simplistic as I could possibly get. I am not an artist. So I don't know if you could see it, but I started off with a person. I guess that's supposed to be me. I did a woman. She has something around her head, which is like a priestess, kind of like a, kind of like a little circlet around her head. The second thing I drew was the house. I drew a house the best I could. And after the house comes an apple tree. It's full of apples. Those are supposed to be apples. Even though I wish I would have thought of coconut, because actually I agree with Nelson. That's like my favorite are coconuts, but I don't know. I went with apple for some reason. Apple came into my mind. And then this right here is supposed to be a sunflower, believe it or not. That is a sunflower. And then the sun. It's like midday. It's really sunny. And that's it. It's a house and a tree. And the first thing I drew was the person, which I guess it's me, a woman, the house, then the tree, then the sunflower, and then the actual sun. So that's the order I did it in, and it's an apple tree. It's hard to get creative after work. So this is about as creative as I can get right now. But I actually like everybody else's idea of all the multiple people and the love, and I didn't think of any of that at the moment. I was concentrating on person, house, apple tree. So anyway, this is it.
Lisa, you're adorable. I love you. And I definitely get it. I had a very long work day too. And it's nice. I was worried about not having energy. And then of course, spending time with you girls, just little by little, you can feel the energy rising. So I love you girls. It's all good. And it is good to practice because for me, at least, I'm in work mode. I tend to be practicing my masculine energy and some balance of feminine energy throughout the day. But then we get into full feminine mode. So having that transition time period and practicing moving from the yang to the yin is good practice. So thank you for practicing with this and being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Allie, did you have time to draw by any chance? Yeah.
Yes. So we started a little late because we were looking for pencils and crayons, and I guess we didn't bring any from New York. So it's interesting how me and Emily did similar, but we weren't really copying each other. So something that came to mind is a house that I used to draw. I feel how I understand how you feel, Lisa, because mine's very simple. I used to draw a house like this. I always wanted a big house. So this was just coming to mind that I wanted to draw a house like this, and I've always wanted a house with a balcony. I don't remember. I think I started with the trees and I started another one with trying to make branches and I didn't like how it looked. So I was like, nah, I just want it simple like that. And then I just drew my little person right there. So it's very simple. But yeah, nothing major. But I think I started with the trees first, then the house, and then the person I did last. Emily, you want to show yours?
If I did.
So what did you start with?
I started with a tree.
You started with the tree? She was thinking cherry blossom tree. And then what'd you do next?
The house.
The house. And then she did her little person over there.
My stick figure.
Yes.
A lot of us drew stick figures. You're good.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing
Well,
big.
Thank you, even though you didn't know where your stuff was, that you came over and still played all out for however many minutes that you've used. So thank you,
we
thank you.
tried. Thank you. That was fun.
And you can see the differences, right? You can start seeing the differences between the houses, the adding extra people, the details on certain areas, where we started first compared to last. So I can't wait to see what the analysis is. Anybody else? Are we missing anybody? Mom, you drew it? You had the time?
Me too.
So this is the house I want. It's 2 stories. It has balconies. It has a vegetable garden. It has a dome. That's going to be the red tent. And the circle, you see the girls? The circle of ladies. I want a cat. There's a cat. And there's a cat? Yeah, and there's a swing on the tree and a river behind my house. That's my house. That's what I want next year.
Okay.
Are you too?
Yeah. I have my house.
Oh, look at that.
I drew Claudia, I drew Nelson, I drew myself, I drew Mateo, I drew Victoria, I drew Sudi, I drew Wilson, and I drew the 2 puppies, and I drew Jasmine. And the tree too with it.
This is so cute. I love it. Thank you both for playing full out, even though you came a little late. At least you got to show it off, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how this is going to come out for all of us. Love it.
Where's Joseph?
Are we good? Was that everybody?
Where's his draw?
Yusuf's drawing.
Joseph's draw.
Yeah, so I'll show off Yusuf's drawing because he's in the bathroom right now. I know if anything, we'll see how his went. So he drew 2 trees, one on each side. He drew really big tree.
Yeah.
What are these? Barks? 2 really big barks on either side. And he drew a circular house. He went for like a dome house on top with the really big window where he had both him and I, and then a little cat, a little dog. And then he drew a chimney because he wants to have a fireplace and always have the chimney on. And then he drew 2 bicycles because of like that's supposed to be like his exercise way of saying like if that's us going around. Did you draw a bicycle too? Is that where you're showing off? Oh, the dome house? Yes, the little dome house. And then of course I don't know him to ever draw anything without adding some kind of sun in there. I showed off your drawing a little bit. Do you want to add anything to your drawing?
You
Want
did.
to add anything to your drawing?
Add?
Or say anything else about your drawing? I told him with the bicycles, that's for exercise in the big parks.
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So we're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna put on the YouTube video so we can learn about what we drew, and then we can kind of see the differences and see what our drawings have to say about ourselves. So this is an article I'll send to all of you if you want it. And then you can kind of see what, for example, for drawing, for drawing a house, the house is considered being the expression of the respondent's family relations and family values. The roof stands for the intellectual side and spiritual life of the individual. Ooh, so my roof was glass and open and circular, so that's awesome. The walls might be related to the test taker's character strength. The doors and windows represent the individual's relationship to the outside world and the level of social integration. The tree is thought to suggest the deepest unconscious aspect of the personality. The branches may show the degree of social connectedness. A tree with no branches indicate, for instance, that the person has little contact with others. The trunk is often seen as a representation of inner strength. You had a big trunk. The biggest trunk of all. The tree crown stands for ideas, thoughts, and self-concepts. So drawing a person, the person is a symbolic representation of the ideal self in one's social interactions. The head symbolizes intelligence, communication, and imagination. The eyes, anyone that drew the eyes very well, I don't know, I didn't, I drew stick figures. The eyes indicate the perception of the world. The hands give information about affectivity and aggressiveness. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the video. I just wanted to give a little stuff. And this is a little example that somebody gave, much more detailed than ours, when I may say so myself. Did I put it on right? Let me make sure that you guys can hear it. Share sounds.
Subconsciously project. Each time we draw something, we subconsciously project our personality onto the piece of paper. And without us realizing it, even the simplest drawings can shed light onto our emotions, our intelligence, our self-esteem, and even our fears. A drawing assessment known as the House Tree Person Test is a common technique that psychologists use to learn more about personality traits of an individual. So first off, what is the House Tree Person Test? The House Tree Person Test, also known as the HTP, is a projective test intended to measure different aspects of personality. Test takers are asked to draw a house, a tree, and a person, and the interpretation of these drawings is used to create a picture of a person's cognitive, emotional, and social functioning. Qualitative scoring, on the other hand, is a subjective analysis of a drawing meant to measure the test taker's personality. This type of scoring of the House Person Tree test is highly personal and can vary from one analyst to another. Similarly to the scoring of the qualitative tests, there's limited empirical evidence to support its validity. And before we get into this, I wanted to let you know that this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare, my favorite online learning platform, but I'll talk more about them later. The House Tree Person Test was developed by early clinical psychologist John Buck in 1948. Based on the Draw a Man personality test, created by Florence Goodenough in 1926, it was originally designed to assess children's intelligence. Buck further updated the House Tree Person Test, together with the psychologist Emanuel Hammer in 1969. The House Tree Person Test is one of the most widely used projective tests for children and adults, and is suitable for any individuals aged 3 and older. You should also know the test is actually used by clinical psychologists, occupational therapists, and teachers. It is also employed as part of a series of personality and intelligence tests, including the Rorschach, Thematic Apperception Test, and the WAIS, as means of a personality overall assessment. What's more, the House Tree Person Test is an effective tool in evaluating brain damage in patients with schizophrenia. So let's go over the technicals of it. The House Tree Person Test takes on average 150 minutes to complete. Therapists can choose between a one-phase test, where a pencil or crayon is used for each drawing, and a two-phase test that uses a crayon in the first phase and a pencil in the second. Each phase has two parts, where the first, non-verbal and creative step is followed by the structured verbal one. So for instance, test takers are instructed to draw a house, and then a tree, and then a person as accurately as possible on separate sheets of paper. They are then asked a number of questions about their drawings. And Buck proposed a list of 60 questions. However, trained test givers are free to create their own variations and ask different questions. So here are some of the examples of the questions that might be asked. For the house, who lives in the house? Do people visit the house? Is it a happy house? What is the house made of, and what goes on inside of the house? Here are some questions for the tree image. What kind of tree is it? How old is the tree? What season did you draw this tree in? Is the tree alive? And who waters the tree? And lastly, probably the most important, here are some questions you can ask about the person. Who is the person? How old is the person? How does that person feel? And are they happy? And what is the person like doing? Now, after the respondents have answered these questions, their drawings are analyzed and interpreted. Now, the interpretation is probably the most important part. The House Tree Person Test is based on the idea that drawings reflect feelings. The details of a drawing are seen as representations of various personality traits. So let's go over some of these interpretations. Drawing a house. The house is considered to be the expression of the respondent's family relations and family values. The roof stands for the intellectual side of the spiritual life of the individual. The walls might be related to the test taker's character strength, and the doors and windows represent the individual's relationship to the outside world and the level of social integration. Next, we have the tree. The tree is thought to suggest the deepest unconscious aspects of their personality. The branches may show the degree of social connectedness. For example, a tree with no branches indicates that the person has little contact with others. The trunk is often seen as a representation of inner strength, and the tree crown stands for ideas, thoughts, and self-concept. Lastly, we have drawing a person. The person is a symbolic representation of the ideal self and one's social interactions. For example, the head symbolizes intelligence, communication, and imagination. The eyes indicate the perception of the world. The hands give information about effectivity and aggressiveness. And even though these are a lot of different aspects, there are several other aspects of drawing that therapists may take into account when analyzing house tree person tests. I'm going to go over some of those now. Number 1, dimension of objects. The dimension of objects in a drawing are thought to indicate the level of self-esteem and confidence. For example, a very small house might show that the individual's dissatisfaction with life at home. Next, we have level of detail. The level of detail is another revealing factor in outlining the respondent's personality through drawing. A very detailed face might indicate a need to present oneself in a favorable social light. On the contrary, pictures lacking detail often indicate depression. Number 3, we have the location of objects. The location of objects on the page is also charged with significance. Drawings close to the top of the page are considered being related to dreams and imagination, while the ones at the bottom are connected to the physical world. Drawings on the right side of the page are linked to the future, the center are related to the present, and the left to the past. Fourth, we have strokes and lines. For example, the pressure, firmness, and solidity of strokes and lines indicate determinedness, determination, and decision-making faculties. The same line drawn twice sometimes shows insecurity, dissatisfaction, or perfectionism. Emotional strength, high self-esteem, and confidence, on the contrary, are usually reflected in the firmness of the lines. Lastly, we have the test taker's attitude. In addition to all of the above elements, therapists also consider the test taker's attitudes, their words, and their gestures while drawing. Any display of frustration, anger, or satisfaction is taken into account in the test analysis. Now, even though this is a test, you may be wondering how it is scored. Well, a house tree person test can be scored either in an objective, quantitative, or subjective, qualitative manner. Trained therapists rely on John Buck's comprehensive 350-page manual and interpretive guide in administering and scoring the house tree person tests. And if you're wanting to learn more about the house tree person test,
I think we're good to go. The rest is like little ads. So that was a little bit of information. Obviously, this was supposed to be an 150-minute test and with the yada, yada, yada. But we did a 20-minute version just to check in with ourselves and see what we can draw, what we came up with. And for me, I think it helped. I totally had forgotten that it was the past, present, and future. So for me, my past is showing the house and us climbing up the stairs. My present is the tree with the hole and the roots with a huge tree. And they were talking about how the top of it is the imagination. And I drew the house on the top with all my branches on top. I drew my tree to take over the whole thing. And my future is the sun and sunset. So I thought that was really cool. That's what I learned from it. That was mine. All right. Any comments, questions before we move on to the second portion of the night?
Did anyone see any connections to their true nature with what was shown on your thing? Yeah, because for me, it said, Jasmine pointed this out. Those are big trunks. And it said something about inner strength. So I'll take that. I'll take that. And definitely with this, it shows like that's my present, right? The sun is my future, and then the past, I guess, some smoke. But I think it makes sense. I like this.
It's a cute little test.
All
right, y'all.
In my drawing, what I did notice is my trunk is big I did a big trunk, right? Which is inner strength. I think I do have quite a lot of inner strength because I've had to deal with a lot. So I think that makes sense. I noticed that I had no branches, just apples, like pretty much embedded in the tree. So I guess that means I don't have a lot of social interaction. And it's kind of true because with this job, I do have social interactions, but with clients, but not the kind of social interaction I'd like to have as much as, so maybe that's something I gotta work on. But I don't know, that's how I would interpret it, maybe. And everything's in the present because everything's in the center of the page. I noticed that. So like all three of them are like next to each other. So I think it's kind of like more in the present. So maybe it's like what I'm experiencing now. And the other thing that I observed is that it's at the top of the page. So like everything's on the top. I didn't do anything in the bottom of the page. It's all up here completely. So, right. So that's like dreams and right, spirituality, dreams, that kind of thing, more than realism, right? More than like the here and now. So that was my observation. So anyway. And my house is not too big. I have like a mini house, like a tiny house.
Versus a big you.
But I'm bigger than the house, actually, or like almost, I'm like the size of the house. But that's called, I don't know how to draw and I don't know anything about perspective. That's just pointing that out. But anyway. So
well, Lisette, you're an actual psychologist. So have you ever seen this test before? What was
I
your
have.
experience of it? You have?
I have.
Okay.
I have this. I have seen this test before, and I've done this with kids. I did this once with a girl that I was doing therapy with, and it's interesting because she did her person really tiny, and then she did the tree was huge, and then the house was also small. And then after talking to her for a little bit, she told me she loves nature and she loves trees, but she does have self-esteem issues and she wasn't very happy at home. So that was interesting. In that case, you know what I mean? So yeah. So this is really cool. I haven't done this in a long time. I did this in my internship when I had to like work with kids for a little bit. So that was cool. I haven't done it in a while. So I kind of had forgotten a little bit, but now that I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's right, I remember. So anyway, thanks. This is really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Lynn, I saw you came back on, so I wanted to check in with you. How you doing, sister?
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me okay? Oh, big womb breath. And laughs and love. And I'm so grateful. I would like to share just a little bit. I came on video to see you guys and to connect with you for a moment here. And I've been on the whole time, and just watching you guys is so amazing, is awesome, as always. I was preparing some dinner for my partner Jacob, who's in the room with me right now. And our family is here. You're being greeted. He says hello. He's waving hi. Our mom, Nicole, broke her arm a couple days ago. So we're kind of, everyone's taking care of mom. We're in mom's house right now. So family is definitely here. So grateful for family and grateful for my family as well. My mother, Cindy, bringing her into the womb space. And also my grandmother, Patricia, who's still here with us in her glory days of her life. So honoring my lineage here and everywhere. And so I was taking a shower, and I work now on these Tuesdays, and so I'm finding the balance of coming home, and I find that I do that a lot. I know I live a different lifestyle from a lot of people, and a lot of times I have to come into spaces and adapt and allow, and all of us have to do this, being able to allow whatever is present with that surrender to the divine, and allow that to be there, and allow whatever needs to come through, and do the best that you can. So whenever I come into the red tent goddess space, you know, I know how to enter into my red tent space. I know how to go into the womb space to traverse the portals of Mama Gaia and within myself and within my womb. So every single moment, I mean, and I still want more every day, right? God is life. But every single opportunity I have to go into a red tent space, I just try to drop it into my womb, and I just try to listen to her, what she says. So the first 10 or 15 minutes, I actually got to sit down in a chair and do some Reiki and some womb healing on myself, which was so needed. That's why I appreciate red tent spaces so much, and why I try to go to them, because I know and feel that they uphold the authenticity of the lineage, lodges, and womb spaces that have been here for thousands of years and go beyond this planet and go beyond existence, you know. So I just tap into that, and I do what I can to be there with that for my own womb and for the sisterhood, because that's so important for my life. And I fully realize that this life. And I'd also like to take this time to thank this sisterhood and this space, and to uplift all of the beings that traverse and enter into this holy space. And may they all be blessed, and may we all find our path, be it divine, and may we be blessed with abundance and healing and so much love and family. And I'm so grateful for connection to sisterhood here and always. And I'm also at this time speaking to maybe those that have left us either in the physical reality or a relationship that was disconnected. And especially for me personally, Lynn Rose, for the sisters that I have lost. So I'm so in reverence for that right now. And so grateful for the space as we do start to close up. As far as some calendars go, I've been playing a little bit. Sometimes I like this year, there's the Samhain New Year, right? Which is the witch's New Year on Halloween. So that could be seen as a new year. There's also New Year that I've been trying out for the past couple of years, the astrological New Year in the spring. So there's so many new beginnings and twists and turns on the cycle, but definitely honoring as the majority of the world enters into from 2022, a huge synchronicitous year where so many beings woke up, and there was so much transformation and alchemy into 2023, when we can really integrate and as we're all on this ride together through this great time of transformation and oneness, right? Unity, that we can just be held hand in hand together in community and know that we're all one, and that we're all protected and honored always and always. So Lynn Rose dropping in saying, thank you, sisters. I'm feeling tired, so I'm going to be going to bed soon. But I'm just so grateful for the space, and I love you. Jai Ma, namaste to all the sisters that weave the web. May the blood run free. Blessed be.
Thank you, Lynn. Love your words. Thank you for being here and for always honoring our red tent space with you and your beautiful essence. Thank you. Like we say in the red tent. Thank you, sis. And with that, I think we can move on to the second portion of our night. Connie, I see that you are unmuted. Did you want to add anything? You good? Okay, just checking. So the second portion of our night begins, and I'd like it for you to close your eyes for 1 second, connect to yourself, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, connecting to the family that you have around you, and picking a number between 3 to 12. First number that pops up in your mind, opening your eyes, grabbing a new piece of paper, and drawing bubbles or circles on your piece of paper of how many, whatever numbers you chose. If you chose 7, then you draw 7 circles. Try to take over the whole page. So I thought 3. So I'm gonna go with 1, 2, and 3. So I just drew 3 circles, trying to take over the page as much as possible. So if you thought 12, draw 12 circles. If you thought 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mom, what'd you get? 3. You had 3 with me? All right, cool. So now that we have ours, everyone good in the set? You caught up?
Yes, I have 8.
All right, cool. So I need a second to draw your circles. I want you to look at your circles and I want you to think about the next year that we have coming up, the next things that you want to work on, the next things that you want to manifest, the next things that you're envisioning within your life that you're working towards. And each of these bubbles will have its own little manifestation power. So you can do it by themes, such as you can do a family, you can do a career one, you can do a self-love one. They could all be related to each other. You could do it by a specific word that you want to pronounce into your life. You could do a main theme for all your circles and continue that. But I want you to start thinking about what you're going to be adding into your vision board, especially after seeing your house tree personality trait and seeing what's coming up for you. What did you draw? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? And if you're with family, this is also a good time to check in with family and maybe share a bubble with them. What is our together? What is our family vision? You can also create a red tent bubble and think about all the beautiful visions. You know what's coming next full moon in January. You know it. If you've been in the sisterhood for the last few years, we get together and we create a unanimous vision board for the red tent and what the red tent is going to be working on together as a sisterhood within that year. What are we bringing into the world within that year? What are we manifesting together? So looking at the time, we might not be able to draw out every single circle. Maybe you can come up with an idea, or maybe you want to pronounce one circle in the next, it's 8:25. So maybe I'll do a 10 minutes and then check in with everybody. But this is a great exercise to do with kids. And again, like this was today was a kiddie day. So hi, Ellie. And I wanted to be able to have a practice that you can take on with your kids. I just see her foot. So that you can do this with anybody in your life and just check in. Maybe they don't know how to make a whole vision board. Maybe someone in here or somebody in your life has never created a vision board before and they don't know how to start. You can ask them to start with bubbles. There's a proven test that people do together. You have a beautiful foot, Ellie. I love your toes. All right, I see everybody is in, so I'm gonna put on some music. This song is called Life as Art. How perfect. right, ladies, how we doing? I got my 3 circles. I'm gonna show them on. I got a yin yang symbol for balance next year because I know that there's gonna be an adjustment period while traveling, and I know that there's going to be new trials next year while continuously moving and figuring out our new thing. And next year is gonna be we're gonna figure out our new normal next year while traveling. That's gonna be interesting. My focus next year is focused on oneness and seeing the oneness in all the different cultures and all the different people that I meet, seeing the similarities between all of us. And so I put my little airplane so that I remember oneness while I continue to travel. And everywhere I go, I want to spread oneness and love. So I got all my hearts, and it was so funny because I started drawing hearts consistently. And then like halfway through, I'm like, why did I do this? I'm like, that's right, because I'm spreading love. I got to continue. Love, 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 love. So it was so funny to hear myself be like, yeah, that's a lot of love, Jaslyn. Can we stop with the love? No, I'm going to continue because I committed to doing loves this much for the whole circle. So that was funny. I enjoyed my own little inner critic voice in there. That's my little 3 bubbles. Anybody want to show off their bubbles?
I got 3 bubbles too. So I have bubble where here I have my goddess temple and my house and my car. I have a do bubble, which is my balance. Okay, intellectual wisdom, spirituality, and nutrition and exercise. And then, you know, the things that I plan on doing are here. That's sound healing, feng shui, and Tai Chi. And then here is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to teach, because that's what I love to do. And I'm going to write my book. So.
You got me to realize that I got to put a
Hi,
book in there.
bestie.
So I drew a 4th bubble. So you're going to write your book next year?
Yes, I have already started. I plan on sending it to you guys to publish.
Okay, cool. For the publishing world, would you like to make money off this? Or is this just as a fun project?
Both. It's a fun project, but hey, if I can make money of it, hey, even better.
Okay, we can have a conversation because really it starts before you write the book on picking certain keywords and what the book is about. And so we can have a conversation about that so that we can have some fun. Yeah. So the publishing doesn't start after the book's written. It starts before the book's written.
Ooh,
Ooh,
okay.
fun.
Well, it's not too late.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So we get to have that conversation. Yay. And I also want to say that I kept in the bubble, but you went out the bubble. And I love that. I saw that you drew like flowers around it and you made the bubble into something different. So I didn't even think of that. So thank you for thinking outside the box. Lisette, I see you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna piggyback off of my bestie. And so you could tell I'm not a visual artist, I'm a writer, because all I have are words, right? I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so I have 8 bubbles, and one of them is write a book. That's a lifetime goal that I'm gonna do it this year. I don't care what it takes, but it's gonna happen. So that's, you know. The other one is improve my health. As you know, that's always like an issue for me. So I'm going to work on it. And that's another goal, right? Take a trip. I have not been on a trip in 10 years. So yeah, more than 10 years, actually. So yeah, it's about time I take a trip. A new job. I can't even stress what an important one that one is, because I'm like ready to lose it. So yeah, a new job for sure. a goddess temple. As you know, lifetime goal, goddess temple with my bestie. We're doing a goddess temple. So yeah, that's happening. Teach more in the red tent. So yeah, that's another goal. Teach all the stuff that I could possibly teach in the red tent. And a new business so that that new job can eventually become just a business and I don't have to work for anybody else. So like that's like the ultimate goal. So it's like a goal that leads to a bigger goal, right? And then eventually I'd like to start a nonprofit. Just something I want to contribute to the world. I want to help. So I want to do a nonprofit. The goal isn't really to make, I mean, yeah, if I make money, that's fantastic. But the goal is really to do something, leave a footprint in this world, leave a footprint where I get to help someone, get to help people in that capacity. So anyway, those are my eight bubbles.
I cannot wait to hear more about that nonprofit. That sounds amazing. And the book and the Goddess Temple. And yes, this was necessary. I like knowing each other's visions and goals so that we can keep each other accountable, right? And this is something that you can also send to your support sisters so that, hey, this is my goal for next year. Keep me on track, and just get that conversation going. Maybe I can create, that spreadsheet that we have of the vision for the sisterhood. Maybe I can create an area for the spreadsheet for each sister's vision. And we can write little words on there, and then we can keep each other accountable to our own visions as well as the vision. Yes, I think this is going to be a thing. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Who's next? Connie, you ready? Love it.
Oops. I had 6 bubbles, and they are organization, my yard, my garden, and going along with that is actually living this new life that I have now that I have struggled the last couple of years with. I just found out that I can finish my attic. I have a huge attic. And because of a ceiling joist structure issue, I didn't think I could finish it. And a friend and I sat down and figured out how to fix the problem. So I'm starting to work on that. It's going to take a while because I don't even have an idea of really what I want up there yet. I have a lot of choices and it's fun. Balance, as in the noun, the business that I'm working on here that should be open in a couple months, and as a verb, to balance my life. Relationships are always important to me. And I'm looking at the red tent, and there's a possibility I might want to do something local with balance. So that's interesting. It's neat that we picked the name Balance, and it's really, I think that's going to be my word of the year for next year. So.
I haven't thought about my word of the year yet. Thank you for that. I definitely get to think about my word of the year.
I hadn't thought about it either. I was just looking at it. Well, there it is.
I love it. Beautiful. Can we see your circles? Your garden, balance, relationship, red tent. What's the top one say?
This one?
The
I
one
misspelled
all
attic.
the one on the other side.
Organization.
Organization. Okay.
I used to be very organized, and with the last few years, I am not. And I like the peace that it gives me when I'm organized. So that
So
is,
declutter organization for sure.
yes. And I'm working on from the classes last week, my procrastination. And tonight we went out and we put up some solar lights I've had since last summer. Got those put up, and we put up our Christmas lights. And I got part of the decorating done on the porch for Christmas. So
That's awesome. That's amazing. I wish I did this earlier just because you said you wanted to create like a red tent in your area and stuff. I found out about this app that's called Nextdoor. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yeah, I'm in love with it. I'm getting to meet all kinds of people. I've been buying goat's milk from a neighbor near me. I buy
goat's
sourdough
milk.
bread that somebody else makes. Somebody else just made pasteles, Puerto Rican pasteles, and they're absolutely amazing and delicious. And then I'm also selling everything I own on there. And I've tried Facebook, I tried OfferUp, and I tried Nextdoor. And Nextdoor is the quickest, the fastest, and I'm meeting my neighbors. And it's been really cool to meet some of the sisters in the area. And I'm telling them about red tent. They're like, what's a red tent? And just getting to actually meet my neighbors for the first time ever. Like, I wish I did this, what I'm doing now, way earlier. So in the last year, I could have had sisters to hang out with. Like, they're like, you're leaving. I'm like, I know, why am I doing this now? This whole conversation. So it's really funny. So definitely, mom, you're gonna love Nextdoor. And I've been selling all kinds of stuff. There's even like a free market that you can look, and there's all kinds of, I just sold, we just gave away a desktop today for free and a TV stand for free. And people were so ecstatic. And they were saying how Nextdoor has all these little things, like you gotta catch them quick because it'll come and go like the good stuff, but that it's amazing what people are willing to give to their neighbors and support somebody else. And I met a girl today that she told me that her 9-year-old wants a computer and they don't have a computer in their house at all. And he just wants to play Fortnite with his friends because all his friends talk about it. And that's all he's wanted for Christmas for 2 years. And she just got the desktop that we gave her, and she's like, thank you. I wouldn't have been able to do this otherwise. And like cute little moments like that. I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful. So definitely it's beautiful to be able to connect to Red Tent sisters and to other sisters that have been coming by and feeling safe from buying from another woman. And it's been nice. So I just wanted to point that out. I thought you'd like it. I know, Connie, you said you knew about it, but mom didn't. So
yeah. I was on there for a while and I was
And you
not,
couldn't.
I actually got, men hitting on me. And so I got off there, but maybe it's time to try it again and see if it's changed.
Yeah, definitely. It's this area, I couldn't believe it. There's not much in this area, but there are people. So it really has changed my world. And I also found out about the Buy Nothing project, which they have Facebook groups all over the place. I'm sure there's one in Miami for you ladies. And you can look up Buy Nothing Miami, Buy Nothing Florida. They're having in like different zip codes and cities and counties. And it's been really cool to be able to connect. And there's all kinds of free stuff there too. So yeah, that's my little news for the day. That's what I've been working on. So we've got 10 minutes and we're complete. So you have a question?
It's telling me to get it into this home email. Have you heard of that?
Right. No.
Right?
Nextdoor. It's an app. I can send you the little icon if anything. So any last comments, questions? What'd you think of the night? Did you like my little drawing exercises? I planned this one out like 3 months ago and I did my homework because I wanted, I'm hoping we could do a family get together once a year at least with everybody. And then maybe next year we can plan it out ahead of time so everybody knows, and Rick can come, Ellie can come, Grandma can come.
Thought I could show it to her, but
Hi, Ellie Split.
It's
I
called
keep seeing the foot climbing.
Next Door, like next door.
Mm-hmm. Like next door neighbor.
Okay,
Next door.
thanks.
Let me see if I can find it for you. Give me 1 second.
The cool thing is that your mom and I are in the same neighborhood. So anything I find, I'll be like, Malu, you gotta call right now, right now. Right this minute. Do it, do it. So that would be cool.
I found the website, so I just sent it. It says discover your neighborhood. I'm sure that it has like the link to the download app store or something there too.
That's where I went.
Yeah, next door is next level, that's for sure. They even have homes for rent or even a buy on there. Just a heads up, mom. So you might want to pay attention to it because it's really cool. Ooh. All right, any last comments, questions? Oh,
Yeah, I wanna
I
tell my
have the
son-in-law.
announcement. Huh?
I want to tell my son-in-law that I also have a
Um,
dome. Look, I have a dome with a chimney too, and a fire. Isn't that cute?
Oh, like mother, like son.
Aw.
What a coincidence. I love you.
I love you too.
No, it was nice to have you.
Thank you.
Sean, to close the night, December 13th, holiday party. Dun, 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 dun. Did anybody here not know Ruby Chase by now? Have I spread her enough? You still don't know Ruby Chase? Okay, well, I'll end the night where I'll turn everything off, but I'll leave her song on for the recording and for you girls, you can experience her for a little bit. But she's amazing. She's even played in Burning Man, I found out, because Claudia Pacetti sent me something that she goes to all kinds of different spiritual retreat areas and festivals. And so she's even played in Burning Man. I'm like, so cool. And she mixes all kinds of different genres and creates it into a ceremonial setting, into a ceremonial way. And her music is great, very loving and kind, and it's definitely our vibe. Like she even has a song called Goddess. So like, I am a goddess. So it'll be nice. And yeah, she's an amazing person. So I can't wait for you girls to meet her. She's already a-okay that she's coming. She'll be there around 7:30ish. That's gonna be a yay. Don't forget your witches ball, which I've already forgotten. So we gotta get our witches balls out, and then make sure you have things either to draw around it or in it. So especially in it is going to be a great way. Pretend like your witch's ball is like your cauldron, and then you can add things into it, even notes to it. So Connie, I know you're going to get all kinds of creative with glitter and herbs and anything that you
No glitter.
find.
No glitter.
No glitter for you.
I do
I
not
think
use
you said that
glitter.
last year.
I despise glitter for what it's doing to our planet.
Ooh, good points.
You know, they're finding glitter in some fish now.
There's plastic in fish and all of our seafood has microplastics at this point. Like there's
Yes.
no way we can get wild anything without it having microplastics at this point.
Right.
Yeah, pretty sad. Glitter is plastic, no? Yeah.
Now you can make your own glitter with sugar and food coloring, and I think you bake it. But it's at least then it's biodegradable, except food coloring. And you can also take any like old paint, house paint, and spread it super thinly, let it dry, crumble it up, and you can use that. But that's still not eco-friendly because there's chemicals in paint.
Well, it depends on the paint. There are some eco-friendly paints.
Right.
There are some eco-friendly paints. Yeah. We've been planning for our traveling trip. So we got luggages that were made from recycled plastics, and we got shoes that are sustainable, made from organic material. All of our clothes is either from a sustainable or biodegradable company or organic material. We've done a lot of our homework for our stuff. So yeah, I'm on that bandwagon. So definitely need to, next is the glitter. So shaky for that. All right, so holiday party, December 13th. And then after that, we are taking a break for Red Tent. The Signal group will still be there, but we won't have any events after December 13th until January. And I think the first event we're going to have in January is the full moon event. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to create the Red Tent vision board. And then Claudia Passetti has her vision board that she does per person. And then you can go to that. She'll mention that when the time comes. But Red Tent Vision Board shall be next after the holiday party. So I love you girls. I'll see you on December 13th. I'm trying to make it in person. Trying. Here's to have hopes, add me to your prayers. I'm working on it. And with that, sisters, I love you. I'm gonna turn off both of my things, and I'm gonna leave Ruby Chase on so that if anybody wants to hear her, you have it available. Okay, love you all.
Know that you're not alone. We are ready, 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 already home. On the backs of giants, gliding, flying right in as we move in mountains. God saying you can count on it. Bringing stones to the valley, sing it up as an offering. Then we still the silence. Keepers of the flame, we protect the waters. Listen to the land, we are nature's daughters. And we're here on a mission, call it in, call it in, call it in. When you're on your own, know that you're not alone. We're already ready, already. Home is within your heart if you believe it. Life is a work of art. If you can't see that, we're already here. We're already in heaven on earth. We're already in heaven on earth. We're already in heaven on earth. Calling guides and angels, benevolent ancestors. All my sisters, brothers, all my father's mothers. We can make it if we see it, anchor it if we believe it. Gotta breathe it, yeah, it's up to us, can't quit. Like the flame and then we stay lit. Keepers of the flame, we protect the waters. Listen to the land, we are nature's daughters. And we're still on a mission.